Welcome to coverage of the two T20 international between West Indies and Nepal. West Indies 2-0 down in the series. You're seeing scores from yesterday. West Indies win the toss just now and electing to bowl first, and so they will be chasing again. And Kamar Magor usually play for the United States, but now will represent the West Indies. He will receive his debut for West Indies today. He comes into the playing 11 um, for West Indies today, and also out is Joel Handjus, and Matara is out as well. So the West Indies going for Kamari Magor today um, in the third and final T20 international of the series between them and Nepal. Thank you all for joining us. Please subscribe while you are here. Please also like this live coverage as we continue to bring you coverage of West Indies against Nepal. So West Indies up against Nepal. The game is about to start. So the West Indies playing 11 for this third and final T20 international between them and Nepal. Welcome to the coverage. Please like this stream. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not yet done so. Please like this stream. So the West Indies team for the third and final game between them and Nepal. Kamari Gore making his debut for West Indies for the very first time. Usually represent the United States of America, but now switches allegiance to the West Indies. Well done to him. Kyle Mears, Casey Carty, Akeem Agoss, Samir Django, Jason Holder, Fabian Allen, Captain Akil Hussain, Naveen Badesi, Jedi Blades, Ramon Simmons. They will be playing for West Indies today. So that is the starting 11 for West Indies taking on Nepal. Continue to hold the wicket keeping gloves is Amir Django. Continue to be the standing captain is Akil Hussain. West Indies um, taking on Nepal for the final T20 international of the 3-match T20 series. Please comment, let us know if you're enjoying this stream. My favorite Windies is Jerome. Do you know? No. We don't know who you're talking about. Let's look at the Nepalese 11. It's the Nepal team 11 there. So the game is about to start. Game is about to start. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not yet done so. Please also like the stream. While you come on, please like the stream. The poll, can West Indies win? 60% say yes, 40% say no. Nepal yet to bat, West Indies yet to bat, but remember the West Indies win the toss and electing to bowl first. Keep it locked to our channel here as the game is about to start.
West Indies team in first ever. We are playing against a test playing country and we are beating them, so it's a really proud moment for us.
Speaking of that pride, you were talking to your mother last night. What was her message to you?
I think I got a call from my dad in the morning. It's around 6:30, but I didn't pick the call because I was sleeping because I had a very tight last night. So I called back to him, around 10, and he said, "I'm very really proud Like he's very much known with the cricket. You know, he's I love to watch cricket, and he loves to watch me play, and he's very proud. He said, "Right now I'm very proud, and you are beating your Nepal is beating a West Indies test playing nation, so I'm really proud."
No doubt the entire country and your family very proud. What about tonight's game? A chance to go 3-0 up in the series and take a whitewash. What are the plans this evening?
The plan is simple. Like we have to play our best cricket. I think doing the basic right last two games we did the same basic rights, and we know our strength. As a team we very much known about our fielding, so we did well in the bowling unit. I think we are doing well. Our next tour is qualifiers, and so this is the a must need training session or practice. So I think we are very much ready tonight as well.
Casey, you've been exceptional series. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Big thanks there to Andrew talking to KC. We get a chance to hear a West Indies perspective now from someone who's actually been a head coach of that team, and I got a chance to speak to him a little bit earlier, Otis Gibson. Otis Gibson, thank you so much for your time. In this new position here, as transient as it is as consultant bowling coach, you have a wide perspective on what you've seen from both teams in the tournament so far. What are your thoughts?
Look, I think first of all, you give credit to Nepal, the way they've played over the two games that we've had so far. I think they've outplayed us. They've certainly in the field, they've been electric in the field. The wily bowlers they've always been, they bowl really well, and then when they batted with a lot more freedom than we have. So over the course of the two games, you have to say that they have been the best team.
Heading into this final game, and you have a wide perspective being a head coach of various international teams, etc. What would be your word of advice to the West Indies group, as young as most of them are heading into this last one?
Yeah, look, I think for me, you know, when I got asked to do the job, I said, you know, first of all, what is the purpose of the tour? Is it development? Is it winning? We've had 4 debuts already, and most likely there'll be another tonight. So it's a dual purpose because nobody wants to lose, but we're still trying to develop players and see young players, young talented players that we believe are talented players that can help move West Indies forward, especially with the World Cup in mind. Of course, with my head coach's hat on, when you give young players opportunity, you want to see them take those opportunities, and I feel like we haven't really taken the opportunities that we've been given, that some of the young players have been given. But tonight gives us another opportunity, of course, to show that whether the promise that people see in the Caribbean, to show that promise. And ultimately, you're still wearing the crest on your head, so you want to see some fight as well.
Otis, thank you very much for your time and all the best in the final game.
Thank you.
So it's just that play your natural game like what Kushal does. It's over the top, it's over the infield. I think that is the main thing that Nepali batters should do.
Kushal Malla strikes the ball well. He can be aggressive. And so much to play for still, because for Nepal it's a chance to enhance history if they can win all 3 of these games against a full member nation, albeit a team not representative of its first choice players. It doesn't matter. History records it as a West Indies team. And the West Indies themselves, you heard Akil Hussain say 2-1 sounds better than 3-0. But they also want to give these younger players, not Valdez, he's senior, some more experience. Look for the deep in swing from Kyle Mayers. It could move from off to leg. Comes in, that's his stock delivery with a deep backward square and a fine leg. So Parrish, that tells you what his stock shape is with the 2 deep fielders, leg side and behind square.
Yeah, and his length is also very good. It was back of the length, the ball coming into the right-hander. The field is set for that. It's a deep fine leg and a deep square leg. No fielders outside the 30 has a circle in the offside. Instagram just tucked it away for a single by Kushal Patel. Again, nice length by Kyle Mayers.
And usually, you're absolutely right, he's in back of a length. Usually, though, he goes full with that in swing, looking to hit the stumps and the pads. So this is, I wouldn't say it's unusual, but it's his second preference rather than his first. Goes full, he can get that ball to nip in. For the left-hander, though, he looked to move it from leg to off with a slip in place, a deep point, and a deep square leg.
An interesting field. There are 2 extra covers for him. Good running between the wickets. These are very quick between the wickets. Nepali batters, we've seen that in the first 2 games as well. Even if Kushal is a left-hander, Kyle Mayers didn't do anything wrong with his line and length. It was very accurate to the left-hander as well.
As you pointed out, guys at cover have to be a little bit closer to try and mid-wicket to try to negate that single. Eyes on the pitch to see how it plays, whether it's tacky. Both teams perhaps felt it could be a little tacky early.
Yes, we can see a movement by Kyle Mayers, the ball coming into the right-hander. After pitching, that is lateral movement that he's getting. So I think it is a very good decision to field first after winning the toss, because it's a fresh pitch. The ball is moving around. Onto the leg stump, easily taken a single by Kushal Mal. And Ian, you were there doing the pitch report. What did you think about the pitch? Is it going to play well like the other 2 games where the same pitch was used, or it's going to have something for the medium paces?
Well, the noticeable difference in the surface really is this one is a lot more grass, green live grass, and there's a dark tinge to it which is representative of some moisture. The previous pitch was hard, there was no green grass, and it slid on nicely. And there's where Kyle Mayers goes full. First over completed, 4 without loss. Is today Irish for Nepal to try to give others.
Yes, the T20 World Cup qualifiers are very close, a week from now on. That is why I think the head coach, Stuart Law, wants to give each and every player a chance. I have a knock. Very well started by Akil Hussain. He has been a terrific bowler for West Indies.
Yeah, one of the best. You're right on two counts. Give the other guys who have been sitting on the bench a chance with those qualifiers coming up in just over a week's time. That is so important for Nepal's cricket.
Yeah, there was a bit of a turn as well. Kushal Malla had no idea about it. He's a bit slow through the air in this particular game rather than he was in the previous two games. Ball coming away from the batsman after pitching. He's mixing his plays. He's bowling arm balls, he's bowling left arm orthodox. Extremely good bowler, Akhil Hussain.
Welcome back to our live stream. We're gonna turn you back over to our commentators as we continue to cover the West Indies and Nepal for third and final T20 of the three-match T20 series. We'll be turning you back over to our commentators right now. Thank you for sticking with us. Please like the stream and subscribe to the channel as you listen to live commentary of West Indies against Nepal in the third and final T20 of the three-match T20 series.
Go Fuller. There's a short cover in place in case he can't. It's faster.
No bowler wants to get hit for a six. That is why he bowled that a bit quicker, Akhil Hussain. .24 for no loss. Nepal hasn't lost a wicket in this game in the power play, whereas they lost 2 wickets earlier in the 2 matches they've played against West Indies in this series. Good start by these two.
Because of all of that, I'm looking forward to the change of bowling at the other end. Because that sign is absolutely right. I can think of a few nations around the world for whom that rings true. As he hit it well enough, Ramon Simmons is after it. Can't get there. Miss hit.
It was from the toe end of the bat by Kushal Malla. Tried to again go over the top, but the ball was a bit slow through the air by Akhil Hussain. That is why it got the lower part of the bat, the toe of the bat. Got the height, but not the distance. Simmons couldn't get to it, but 2 runs easily taken by these 2 batters.
No run there as quick as you are, Kushal Bertel and Kushal Malla. Is it Jason Holder's turn now? 26 without loss.
Historic feel from the moment you step into its entrance. More international cricket here than any other ground. Guinness World Record holders for ODIs, over 250, the only ground with more than 250 ODIs, and starting to build up the T20Is too. It's where it all begins here at Sharjah. Great venue. And whilst that TU International Cricket Ground back in Kathmandu is undergoing its final renovations, fitting home for Nepal too. Jason Holder, for the first time, is greeted by a cut shot to the highest quality, 10, maybe 20 yards in front of square. It races to the rope. As I say good evening to Sharad Vasakar.
Beautiful shot by Kushal. Hit it early and hit it in front of the point area. Went like a trace of bullet. Holder, most experienced bowler in this side.
Sharad, I think that Nepal are gaining some fans here this week, not from Nepal, from around the world. What do you reckon?
Exactly. Even up here, our crew, everyone is supporting us. They've got some new supporters.
Have you been bribing them, giving them Momo, or is it just the quality of cricket?
I've kept that for when they come to Nepal. Changes in the field, the slip is out. Right in the ring.
Good from Holder, just slowing things down, making sure everything is in place that he wants. We call this one, obviously an eye to the qualifiers that we heard Ian Bishop and Paresh Lahani talking about, wanting to give all of the 15 here a bit of game time. Obviously no place for Nandan Yadav, they're going to rest him till Muscat. But do you like to see what they're doing? Trying Kushal Malla out up top, giving all the other three a go?
I think it's the right way to go. Give some confidence to the players who were in the bench, and also Kushal Malla opening. There was a lot of asks by the fans for him to open the innings, and with the bowling they have, West Indies, the left arm spinner, the captain himself, Akil Hussain, maybe Nepal brought him in the opening slot.
He's a little enigmatic, isn't he, Kushal Malla, but giving him the captaincy last year in that inaugural Nepal Premier League, it certainly advanced his game, his mindset.
To the point, Lenny, like the character he is, after getting into that leadership role, become more confident as a player.
Usually quite timid, quite placid, isn't he, in terms of his demeanour? I don't mean with the bat, he's anything but with the bat. He's very aggressive and tries to score at high strike rates. Is capable of clearing any boundary in the world. But it was the leadership that he showed in that inaugural Nepal Premier League, the Chitwan Rhinos, of course, that he was leading. He bowled really well throughout that inaugural tournament too. This time he misses out, should have put that away. Only 5 from the 5th over, it's 31 for none.
Hi, I'm Ronishma. Pura naam bhanyo bhane social
Sample sizes, they don't bat nearly as often. So these are the 2 left-handers. One of them has been promoted up the order. They can really have a go. Great to see Kushal Bertel has done enough to deprive, for the moment, Akil Hussain his wicket for a 3rd consecutive time. The captain takes himself out of the attack. We'll see Jediah Blades replace him. For Nepal, fresh pitch, different conditions, almost a weight of expectation now that they should get a good score. What would they like tonight?
Well, at first when Rohit said at the toss he was looking to bat, I was kind of surprised looking at the pitch. It was a little bit moist and a green tinge of grass, as Ian said before. But they have got a good start, I would say. 31 for no loss. And looking good too. I guess 150 to 160 would be a good score again. Over the
offside. Gets the elevation he's looking for, not quite all the way, but will get 4. Always a critical over, the 6th and final of the power play. Nepal know this is one that needs to go the distance.
Patel getting a good start in this innings. Was balled it wide, was off balance while connecting, but hit it well enough for a boundary around that deep cover region.
Tries to go again, but it skews away towards the deep backward point fielder. Jediah Blades bowled really well last night, 1 for 27. Nothing seems to be going to hand for the West Indies in the field. It's the inverse when Nepal field. Everything seems to be going towards one of their fielders.
Well, West Indies, they need to keep fighting though. They need to prove a point or two. Field changes. Mid-wicket being pushed back with the point coming up as Kushal Malla comes on strike.
Both fielders in the deep, both on the leg side. Deep backward square, deep mid-wicket. Malla happy to check it down for a single. Bertel taking the aggressor role in this opening partnership. He's been exceptional, hasn't he, Kushal Bertel, with his bowling and in the outfield. Definitely the pick of the fielders throughout the tournament. Great to see him in the runs now to go with that.
And this will add up to his confidence. Could make most of it in the first 2 games. Surely has got a good start here, 26 of 16. He would look to build on from here.
Oh, misses out. That was there to be put away. Slightly shorter to the leg side with us having come across 4 pitches. Any bat on that, that probably flies for 4 or maybe 6.
Splits outside leg. Gave it a full swing there, Kushal. You could see in his body language, Bhurtel is playing with a lot of freedom in this game. Missed out in the first 2.
Pretty good over, particularly after that boundary from the second ball. Just 6 from it, 37 for none.
यो डाक्टर नवीनको सधैँ नयाँ
Nepal in that 5th and 6th over. And even though they haven't found the early breakthrough, they won't be overly displeased at the moment. Into the second power play now. And a bit of fortune, that could have gone anywhere. Don't think this is missed by much. Maybe just a whisker.
Kushal Malla not getting the quickest of start in this innings. Something different from him in this innings. He's been opening in the domestic games. Was very close to that stumps. The old French cut coming into play.
Nicely steered away into the offside. There's no doubt West Indies will be hurting. We know their pedigree, their quality. And it's also only fair to acknowledge just how many players they are missing from what would be necessary, let's say, their World Cup team come February. When you've got players like Jason Holder and the calibre of the new captain Akhil Hussain, Kyle Mayers, I know Obed McCoy not on the team tonight, Fabian Allen, and all the talent of the likes of Casey Carty and Hakeem Auguste, it shouldn't be a walkover by any stretch. Last night it was a very comfortable victory for Nepal. I don't expect it to be the same tonight. It's just how humid it is out there, just how much sweat there is. Would have been well bowled to mid-on, not to Kushal Patel though.
He was wiping his hands, sweating profusely.
There's Mayers, now Fabian Allen. Gil Hussain, world class, he'd walk into any team as well himself. But there is also a trepidation amongst those faces that we're seeing there on the screen, particularly the captain. I think he's spoken really well. And I don't think they in any way underestimated Nepal for the series. They know how good they are. They've simply been outplayed across the course of the first two games.
Yeah, you could see in the last game's presentation when Hussain spoke about Team Nepal that these guys have been playing together for 4-5 years, and he was spot on. It's not easy to beat this team who are playing in this fashion.
Tries to get it up and over the offside, doesn't quite get enough of it, and it's put down. Not easy, running over his shoulder. But of all people, Fabian Allen, you would expect to take it. It's a wry smile from the stand-in head coach. If Nepal are in the field, you think that this goes to hand.
Yeah, just slashed it. Gurtel got both hands to it. Fabian Allen made a lot of ground, not easy running back. Gurtel gets a chance.
It's really brought the crowd to life as well as chanting Nepal, Nepal. Senior coaching staff, Darren Sani, Ravi Rampal, all already with the test side in India. Otis Gibson is here. But this has created, understandably, a lot of headlines around the cricketing world. One of the lead stories last night on BBC News, I saw it back in the United Kingdom. You'd expect of all people, Fabian Allen, to take this one.
Yeah, he made a lot of ground. He reached there, just bounced off at the last moment. Nonetheless, a very good effort.
Last night, it's hard to get across, if you did not see it, as to how good Nepal were in the field. It was world class, not associate world class, any team. Edged and gone. And the promotion of Kushal Malla up the order does not work. Great skills from Jason Holder. He will always fight tooth and nail for the West Indies. Malla falls for 12.
हरेक उत्सवलाई महोत्सव बनाउँदै
Young captain, Rohit Paudel to the crease. He comes in at number 3. Really curious and fascinating decision to promote Kushal Malla up the order. He's such a good player of spin, particularly left arm spin. Maybe that was the thinking from Stuart Law, something to counteract the threat of Akil Hussain in the power play. The threat from Akil Hussain in those first six doesn't come from balls beating the outside edge of the right-handers. It comes predominantly from the arm balls, the balls swinging back in. I think personally I would have rather seen Malla stay in the middle order. Obviously you'd expect come the qualifier it to be Kushal Patel and Asif Sheikh up top. Maybe Lokesh Bam would have been a better option. Here is the wicket. It was there to be hit, but a lovely angle and good skills from Jason Holder.
Just running the fingers there. Holder, you can see the off-cutter there, and it gripped in the pitch. That little bit of moisture helping get that grip and move away from Kushal. So it's captain versus captain again.
Sharp turn, beautiful bowling. He is world class, this man, Akil Hussain, make no mistake about it. It's with the bat as well. Ball is his primary forte. This is beautifully bowled. Captain v captain. Remember last night it was Hussain who got the better of Rohit Powell. Probably not the greatest shot from Nepal's captain. Good move to get him on here. A couple of the Nepal spinners will be looking at this going, get us 140, we're in the game.
Look at that turn, pitched around just outside the off stump, beating the bat, and a good fielding in place with the slip on.
Swept away, just shy of the man at deep backward square. Keep your eyes on that and Kareem Agor. It's an absolute live wire for all we have waxed lyrical about Nepal's fielders. That man, top 5 or 10 in any team, anywhere in the world. He's superb and great to see him, KG from Antigua, get his debut. Great numbers, look at that economy, Sharad. Just 5 runs per over.
World-class performer, Akil Hussain. Very nice, smooth action. Very difficult to pick. Last minute changes, ball coming in and going away.
I think if you look at the makeup of this West Indies attack, you almost have to sort of take your medicine with Akil Hussain and say, run for 20 off 4 is a good result for us here as the batting side. Jason Holder 2, exceptional. Jediah Blades has been good. Maybe the other 2 bowlers, they're the ones to go at. I think that's the way Nepal are approaching it. Single to end the 8th. It's 45 for 1.
One wicket for Jason Holder. Akil Hussain has been economical. Kareem Agor to be attacked. Of course, a man who's played international cricket for the United States of America. Born in that part of the world, of course, has played for the Leeward Islands.
Reverse it. Good anticipation there in the slips. And Kareem Agor also visited Nepal when he participated in World Cricket League 2. Knows the opposition. The right man to operate at this point in time. West Indies will need more wickets.
Yes, Karima, yes. No arms, no arms.
It'll be a proud moment for him And for his dad, who's been a big part of his cricket development in Antigua, he actually played some club cricket with his dad coming through the system on debut for the West Indies. And he said this, whether you think he's gotten it at the right time or not, Casey Carty, a colleague of his in the island of St. Martin, congratulating him. So a really big moment for Karima Gore. And might get an extra no.
Kushal Malla was introduced as an opener today. Interesting choice of opener given the fact that Lokesh Bum was in the side. Was not comfortable at all today, Malla. He is a very good batter against the spin, so interesting choice.
Yes, Karima, yes.
Yeah, at times it didn't work with Kushal Malla today, but at times you do have to try different things at this, especially when you've already won the series and you're looking towards the qualifiers. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. I don't blame captains for trying the odd thing as they go through a series once the objective has been reached.
Double.
So 9 overs completed, 51 for 1. There's a change of mindset here because I thought Ramon Simmons had taken off his cap, handed it to the umpire and had taken the ball, and then Akil Hussain and Jason Holder decided, no, Akil, why don't you finish your quota? His fourth over, no wickets yet, slip still in place. That is a mighty blow. He is striking the ball here with fearsome power.
And what better for Nepal, Ian? Kushal Gurtel was out of form with the bat for a long time. He has now come back really well, 38 of 27 now. Massive six. It's his third six. And none of them have been small. Very strongly built. Beautiful shot. Between the slip and the keeper. He had his share of luck as well, and this is how he deposed the ball out of the park, almost onto the roof for the second time. Got a chance, a lifeline, a drop catch, and the ball almost on the roof. Beautiful delivery. Akil Hussain has been economical throughout this series. His last over in the series has been disciplined.
You could see with that last ball why he probably opted to bowl himself his final over now. Pleading, he's absolutely pleading with the umpire, and the finger goes up. Does it? I'm confused with that signal there. Is it head before wicket? I'm a little confused as to what the umpire did and what he's saying and what we're checking for. They're obviously checking the front foot. Oh, that's tight.
A bit of controversy here.
first point of contact of that right foot is where they will judge the legality of that delivery from, not while the foot is fully resting, but the first point of contact, has to be grounded or in the air behind the line. And I'm not sure I saw anything when the foot touched the ground initially. First point of contact. Yeah, there. Just there.
No ball.
Oh dear. Oh dear. No ball has been signaled. Captain Portal was already questioning that decision. Plenty of confusion here, even in the com box. Captain Portal. His dream run. Umpire Vinay Kumar almost soft signaling it out. Remember, we do not have DRS here. But eventually, Nepal now have a free hit.
It was very disorienting to me when he put that finger up. And now the umpire's taken the ball again. What's going on? I have no idea what's going on. Neither can Akil Hussain make heads or tails about it. There might be a concussion check here, because the ball did go into the helmet of the batter. So while the concussion check is going and taking place, we will have a pause and play with the drinks break.
Innings highlights so far for you. Kushal Malla was sent in as an opener with Kushal Gurtel. Expected some fireworks from them, but it was a decent start. It wasn't a flyer. And two really lovely looking shots by Kushal. Reach out for this. Was very lucky this time. Drop catch. Davian Allen one of the best on the field, dropped it, and Kushal got his share of luck. Not this Kushal though. Kushal Malla was dismissed. I hold up. Nepal are 59 for 1, and free hit is what will start the proceedings with after the drinks.
Big opportunity for Rohit Paudel. Hasn't hit it nearly anywhere as powerfully as he would like.
Come on, kill.
176, the average first innings total at Sharjah. I'll go to 173, the last match. They better it. Reverse, easy catch. The finger goes up, and against the run of play, Kushal Bhurtel has been dismissed. He is very disappointed. He's almost refusing to go. We'll have to see this decision as well. We've had a lot of confusion in the earlier delivery. Kushal Bhurtel is very disappointed. Let's see if he did get any bar off the bat. That's questionable. He immediately signaled it's off his elbow.
It's unfortunate from that view that we had there. If there wasn't any glove, Bhurtel goes for 39, 60 for 2. Akil Hussain gets some success. That's why he chose to bowl that final over at that time. It might be fortuitous, the wicket, based on the batter's reaction. No clear review system here. Kushan Jha, the powerful, aggressive left-handed batter with a leg slip in position for him. So success for the West Indies captain in his last over, even if it's fortuitous, 60 for 2. Although he's not a big spinner of the ball, to find out how much purchase he can get off this pitch.
I think there's more turn in offering for spinners on this track compared to the previous track that they played on. It goes inside out. It will only be a single. Ian, your gesture for our captain, for Nepal's captain Rohit Paudel in the post-match presentation, it made headlines all over the country. the way you praised Rohit Paudel and his leadership. It's all over the internet in Nepal.
I'm shocked to hear that, but I've always liked Rohit. I mean, we did toss in the US last year, saw him coming through for the last few years, and I felt to take on the captaincy at such a young age and to get the team going, well, I think it's commendable to him. So that came from the heart, whatever the ramifications and the implications of it.
Live the island dream.
Already the most successful captain Nepal has ever had. He's very young still.
Oh!
Was the onside?
Somebody.
But the captain at that age to have this kind of maturity, cool as a cucumber, is a thinking captain, thinking cricketer. I think he's sometimes not given as much as credit as he deserves.
Whenever I've spoken to him at interviews, he speaks clearly and communicates very well about his assessment of the game. So I like that. Those are the little singles that Nepal tend to steal, whereas the West Indies have passed up on that sort of opportunity.
Run really well, isn't it? Devendra Singh already the fastest, not in the playing 11 today. The boys, they work really hard in their fitness.
Oh yes, boy.
Gives himself some bit of room. Take single, 5 singles from this over, 11 gone, 2 down for 65.
Because they were going to give him his first over again. He was taking the hat off, and Akil Hussain has said, nah, I'll give Kareem Abbo another one. It's a difficult job when you have so many bowling options, and then on a tour like this, you want to get as many players involved as possible. But with the purchase that they've seen in the surface, I think that has swayed him to go to Kareem Abbo instead of Ramon Simmons. You can see why with the slow flight and the turn again.
Paudel trying to sweep it. This time he has connected and connected it well enough for the ball to land on the roof again. Nepali batters may be short in height. Don't get mistaken about the power they have. Look at this. Perfect swing on the roof.
Tried it previously, and after this, once the ball landed on the roof, you could see Akil Hussain motioning to spin it, maybe a little slower and wider. Even Amir Django was voicing, you've got to spin it, Karima, and maybe take him wider.
Also because the Nepali batters are used to pitches like these. They've played in turning tracks all their life. Those slow wickets. So you'll have to give more whip to the ball a little slower. Karima Gore.
that was slower. That was definitely slower. Exactly what we were talking about here. Slower and spun. Oh no. Oh, skipper. Oh no, that was exactly the plan they had concocted. Slower, spin it, take him wider.
Invited Rohit Bodal to go the other side this time. Plan had worked as well. You expect your captain to take catches like these or not be happy with himself there. Hussein.
Nepal have put down one or two, but largely they've been brilliant in the field. West Indies less so. Oh, if that had hit, whether it would have been tight, and they get more runs, and there again, sloppiness in the field. But had it hit, I wonder if it would have spelt the end of Gulshan Jah.
These Nepali batters will push you to make errors on the field. They're always looking to take another run. Always on the edge. Would have been out by a distance here, Gulshan. After the overthrow, I think the collection should have been clean. Added runs here, bonus runs here for Nepal.
The one question I was wondering with that attempted run out was whether Karimov could have gotten back behind the stumps, whether he had enough time to get back behind the stumps and initiate the run out. He's just standing there and observing. I think he could have been in a position behind the stumps, gathered the ball and had enough time to initiate the run out. It's gripping, it is gripping. This is a contest, you've got to work very hard for your run. 75 for 2.
You're Dr. Naveen को सधैँ नयाँ चमकदार देखिन्छ जसको सबै छिमेकीले गुनासो मात्रै गर्छ कसैको नयाँ घर हेरेर
Cricketing globe and beyond. Some beautiful footage from across far west of Nepal out towards Sudapashim, down towards the Terai region from places like Birgunj and Biratnagar, and from every corner in the capital city and beyond, Kathmandu and Lalipur and Bhaktapur, those three cities that make up the capital city in the valley. There have been messages coming in from every corner. There are so many bowling options in this West Indian side this evening that Raymond Simmons comes in as late as the 13th over. I've got Paresh Lahani joining me. Paresh, you must have seen some of the footage. There's been celebrations right the way across Nepal over the last few days.
Yes, the Nepalese people in Nepal and here itself coming to the stadium and around the world, they are celebrating a historical series win against a full member nation, West Indies, in the bilateral series of T20 International. And mind you, Lenny, Rohit Bodal is the captain of Lumini Lions. Simmons plays for Lumini Lions in the Nepal Premier League.
And he might just have got his skipper out. He has. In the first game, Powdell hit him for a big 6. But today, Simmons has his revenge. Just a feather of an edge through, maybe some glove, or the very top of the bat, and a favourite area of Powdell's downfall. Big wicket, that one.
This is the first T20I wicket for Simmons. It got the face of the bat, the manufacturer's sticker, and probably some gloves as well.
Delight for him. A maiden T20 international wicket for the young left arm. Big moment. Powdell's gone for 17. It's 75 for 3.
हरेक उत्सवलाई महोत्सव बनाउँदै
One leg.
One of the two stars of the show with the bats. Yesterday evening, Sandeep Jura comes to the crease. Thought he played ever so well. For his career best, he made 63. Maybe short in stature, but can hit a big ball. West Indies have definitely been better with the ball this evening, haven't they? We were expecting a reaction after that heavy defeat last night, and much more like it. Their fielding struggling, but bowlers doing the business.
This is the last wicket of Rohit Patel, getting the feather of the gloves down to the keeper. Jangu make no mistake. Yeah, talking about this pitch, it is a fresh pitch, and the ball is not coming onto the bat nicely. It's stopping onto the wicket, it's stopping onto the batsman. There's a hint of a turn as well. If you bowl a bit slow through the air, the ball is turning.
More than a hint of turn, turning sharply. That's why if Nepal can even get up to 140, they might be in the mix. Long way to go to get there. They're going to have to play well to get there. One of these two, you would imagine, alongside Lokesh Bam, who will likely be in next at number 7, maybe Mohammed Adil Alam then at 8. There is batting deep, of course, KC all the way down at number 10, but Nepal are in a spot of bother here. They've got to get moving. They're only going at exactly a run a ball.
This is the 13th over, they have to get going. Both the batsmen are relatively new at the crease. Gulshan Jha just faced 7 deliveries, whereas Jora 1.
Great skills these. Nails the Yorker. Couple of appeals not coming from the bowler nor keeper. It's gone underneath the bat.
This is very smart bowling by Simmons. 2 balls, he bowled it short. And the third ball, attempted Yorker, very well bowled. Gulshan Jha trying to heave that down to point, but completely missed it. Wicket and just a single run in the first over of Simmons.
Really good Yorker, outstanding over. Really good from the young left armer, full of promise. He has a first international wicket to his name. It is 77 for 3. Definitely an eye on Must about 10 days' time, I presume.
No, we could have seen this because we've already won the series. Why not give a chance to the players who are not playing?
Into the offside and hit an awfully long way. Gulshan Jha has put that onto the roof. It rolls all the way up, slides down the back. Nobody really from Nepal hits a bigger ball than this young man.
Extremely hit hard by Gulshan Jha. Again, the bottom hand coming into play. He got the height and the distance as well out of the stadium.
Just wonder, was it a slightly emotional decision from Akil Hussain to continue with Kareem Agor? He's the one who put down the chance drop throw at Powdell. Also didn't affect the run out off his bowling. Would have been a first ever wicket in West Indian colours. He has some, including in the games that he played against Nepal. One of those came in Kirtipur at the TU International Cricket Ground, the other in Muscat in Oman. Has played against Nepal twice for the USA. But I'm not sure the left arm spinner to Gulshan Jah, who loves facing left arm spin, is the right option. Big hit this one.
Yeah, he didn't try to slog the ball. He hit it as the ball came in outside the off stump. Fuller delivery, went under the ball and hit it way over long off, wide long off for a 6. Nepal hitting 3 4s and 5 6s in this innings so far. Many more to come, I guess.
Comes over the wicket now. Change of angle from Kareem Agor. It's always going to be flatter, and he's so quick, almost like a blur, a mirage. Dipendra Singh Airi-esque from Kareem Agor. Great stop.
Keep going, my horse. Keep going, my horse. One ball, my horse. One ball.
Just so quick across the turf, isn't he, Kareem Agor?
Yeah, he resembles Dipendra Singh Airi. Very quick off his turf. Look at this fielding of his own bowling. And mind you, Lenny, many bowlers feel better when they're bowling.
Airi certainly does that too. If Airi's the tiger, what are we going to call Kareem Agor? The cheetah, maybe. He's just as quick as him. Somebody who might be a great acquisition in the Nepal Premier League coming up in, well, 6-7 weeks' time now, season 2. So much excitement about that, November 17th through December 13th. Hearing noises, Paresh, many noises about big names coming to Kathmandu. Beautifully bowled, that turn on offer again.
Yeah, that was a bit slow through the air. Gave a bit of flight. He ripped the ball on his fingers. The ball coming into the right hand and going away after pitching. Beautiful delivery.
It's brave bowling because you got to get it up. Slower pace and the trajectory that Jam might have gone after, because it's the right-hander turning away. Good skills from Gore. Well, mix up. Should be a run out. And is surely going to be gone. We might go upstairs to confirm. And again, it's that area at backward point that has caused the confusion. The same for Kushal Malla last night. This could be very costly. The last man Nepal would have wanted to be run out. Gulshan Jah's in trouble for me.
It looks to be in a very big trouble, Gulshan Jah. Heavy mix-up between the batters. He's not... Yeah, he's gonna... Gulshan Jah has to go back to the hut.
Great composure from Akil Hussain, who obviously had that back-to-back errors in the previous score over with the drop catch and then the missed run out. This time he's done everything right. And indeed, the decision's given. It's going to be a big wicket. Gulshan Jah is the one who's got to take a very slow trudge off the field. West Indies celebrate. Good skills from Gore as well to get the ball back onto the stumps. We will find Gulshan Jah. He is dismissed. He's gone for 10. It's 84 for 4.
हरेक उत्सवलाई महोत्सव बनाउँदै
Crease, but he's at the non-strikers end because the run out occurred there. Yeah, it was very good composure. There was never a single here. It was yes, it was no, it was wait.
Oh, yes, boy.
Or quick between his overs. Still yet to pick up that maiden wicket, but there is a wicket in the over. It's 85 for 4. for his nation. Arif guides that away. You do not bowl there to him. Loves a cut shot. This one a little bit more off the back of the back foot, but just steered away, and he starts with a boundary.
Very good timing by Arif Sheikh behind square on the offside. Just timed it over the face of the bat, guided it down to deep backward point for a boundary. And he has scored 63 runs against West Indies in an ODI match in 2023.
Yeah, that was at the qualifier, wasn't it? The Harare Sports Club down in Zimbabwe. So both Sheikh brothers, and a very proud family, know the feeling of making 50 plus against the men from the Caribbean. See there, throughout his career, best of only 39. Will take on the second, again quick between the wings. The throw was very wide. So no interest from the West Indies in any appeal like we saw in the Asia Cup final. An appeal for obstructing the field, but no, safely home.
Yes, he was good running between the wickets. He played it with soft hands down to mid-wicket, the fielder in the boundary line. And here's the run out. Confusion between both the batters. Eventually, Junja coming up short.
Both Hussain and Gore did really well there. Easy to ruin that chance. Goes again, but straight to the man. And Jason Holder kisses the ball and says to the Nepal fans, thank you very much. It is an area of strength of his, but he couldn't get it over the giant Jason Holder. And the West Indies are roaring back here in the third and final game.
Simmons with his second wicket in his second over. Was hit for a 4 in the first ball by Arif Sheikh. I beg pardon. This time around, it is Arif's favourite shot, but couldn't get over the fielder Jason Holder, and he kisses the ball to the spectators, to the supporters of Nepal. Had a smile on his face. Arif Sheikh shot. Stay at the crease ends. Gone for 6. Nepal 91 for 5.
हरेक उत्सवलाई महोत्सव बनाउँदै लभी हस्पिटालिटी ग्रुप
Awful lot of very happy fans. Whatever the result tonight, I suspect, from Nepal. Mohammad Adil Alam will come in at number 7. So, Lokesh Bam has been held back. Interesting for the keeper batter. Good Yorker. Simmons has been outstanding. Not quite sure why they delayed his entrance into the attack, but what an impact he has made.
What a spell he's bowling. Simmons in his second over has already taken 2 wickets and a bit of a kiss on the ball, a bit of a dance to the crowds.
Jason is saying, I like these Nepali tunes, I like the music, because the DJ's only playing music from Nepal, not in any Caribbean classics. Haven't quite been able to line him up, have they? Has a yard of pace. Simmons and a bright future. 4 wickets in the last 5 overs has swung this game heavily towards the West Indies. What can Nepal realistically defend, given the pitch is showing signs of turn?
Even the pitch is a bit wary. You have to score at least 140 and above to have a chance in this game. Nepal, the first game they played, scored 149. The second, yesterday, they scored 173. The pitch was very good yesterday. This is the fresh pitch, a tricky one.
Might think of a second here, and they should get it comfortably. Just fell into that sort of vacant area. Again, Nepal's running between the wickets. The exception, the occasional mix-up. Very good. 5 remain. 94 for 5. so that you would like Paresh. About 10 and over from here. West Indies have impressed me with their bowling in particular. Their fielding still leaving a bit to be desired, to say the least. They've been outfielded in all 3 games thus far by Nepal. I'd expect the same to be the case this evening. Hull will hunt like a pack of tigers, trying to defend whatever total they can make. So the change of bowling. Almost hit straight back off the toe of the bats. Jediah Blades returns. He may well bowl 3 consecutively on the bounce here, 16, 18 and 20.
I think the ball didn't come onto the bat very nicely. It stopped on the wicket. That is why it got 2 off the bat by Adil Alam for a single. Talking about back end of the innings, 4.5 overs to go out.
I suppose it will depend which end Jason Holder wants to bowl his final 2 from. If it's this end, the pavilion end of the ground, then it could be 3 on the bounce from Blades to round out. A shame though only to bowl Simmons too, because he's been exceptional, the Barbadian. Short and wide that time. Paresh, have you been surprised by that result last night? I suppose maybe not in the victory, you know how good this Nepal team is, but the margin of victory was probably the big surprise.
To be honest, Lenny, I was not surprised because of the margin of victory that Nepal got yesterday. They played very well, they fielded well, the catching was impossible to see.
They caught everything, didn't they? Every single thing that came their way. It was like a magnet. I love that description of Carlos Brathwaite. Carlos was saying, and it's a little clip that's gone viral on social media, everything goes viral on social media in Nepal, but he was saying wherever the ball goes, it goes into the sky, there'll be a Nepali fielder somewhere. And they didn't drop a single thing, did they? Exceptional yesterday, world-class stuff.
Yes, 2 by Gulshan Jai and Kushal Gurtel flying to his left. All the 3 catches were caught flying on the leg side, on the left-hand side of the fielders.
Real control with that full hook shot from Sandeep Jura. The Holder's role in the final 4 overs here are going to be vital. Because all of his experience, he won't have been pleased with his effort last night, none for 39. Nobody's taken more T20 wickets this calendar year than him. Now has 75 to his name. 1 for 9 from his 2 overs tonight. How Nepal play his final 2 will dictate whether or not they have a real chance of rounding out a clean sweep.
Blades bowling very well. He's bowling back out the length, pace on delivery. That is why the batters, they are not getting that full shot in the middle of the bat. JD Blades on his 2nd over, giving away 10 runs. Only 4 runs of this over so far, the 16th over.
Goes a long way up. Now is this going to go to hand? The ground needs to be made and it falls again, agonisingly out of reach. Fabian Allen got a very good line on it and he's very, very quick over the turf. But he was never going to turn this into a chance. And that's why he's got the wry smile.
Yes, he had to cover a lot of ground to take the catch. He was right on the boundary line. Could get to the ball on 1 bounce.
Good finish to the over from Blades. West Indies very good this evening with the ball. 99 for 5.
Jason Holder. He has smacked that big time. And we saw this 24 hours ago from him, Jora, as well.
What a shot by Jora. First shot which went over the ropes in this innings by Jora. Got time this time. Hit it front of the square area. Connected it well enough to carry over the ropes.
Small inquiry from Holder means it goes to the television umpire. Wow, this could be tight. This could be tight. This could be tight, and he's gone. It was a little inquiry from Holder only. And it will be another wicket. 2 run-outs in the innings, and we've always... and crucial ones. $105 for 6.
हरेक उत्सवलाई महोत्सव
Jason Holder. I suppose, Shard, the question is, what is the total that, given the way the surface is played, what is a total that can be fought with by Nepal, given the ball holding in the surface?
This was the run out. Bringing it straight to point. Adil halfway down the pitch and was out by half a foot or so. Licked it nicely. Found the fine leg. I would say around 130 plus could be a good score in this pitch to defend. And that was the first run out in the form of Gulshan. The second one in the form of Adil.
Both straight to that fielder square there. This will be a big challenge actually again for the West Indies batting lineup, because it's a batting lineup where many of this team, Kalme is apart, maybe down the back end, Fabian Allen and Jason Holder, you leave them out, but many of these players have been accustomed, let's say in the last CPL, to playing supporting roles instead of lead roles with the bat. So on this tour, because Mirz's form hasn't been great, these youngish batters have been asked to play lead roles, and they haven't understood the tempo and the requirements of the innings up to now. So whether it's 120 or 130 that they chase, it'll certainly test whose role should be to bat deep in the innings if he gets in. Ogis, a stroke player.
To add to that, Nepal's bowling and fielding has been brilliant. After 17, Nepal 100
120, 125, whatever it is. Demand greater skill set from the top order of the West Indies.
Joraya breaks who comes back. Tries to pull this towards the mid wicket. Jora. And it's held in the deep. Pretty neat catch there by Fabian Allen. One shot, two more. But he perishes.
Finally, Fabian Allen gets something that he can actually race in and hold on to comfortably. He put a difficult one down off Bertel very early in the piece, and he couldn't get to one a couple of overs ago. This time his athleticism makes it look comfortable. Good on blades as well. Sandeep Jora goes for 14, 109 for 7.
हरेक उत्सवलाई महोत्सव बनाउँदै
Five to go.
Sompal who comes to the crease. And yeah, I would like to present with you something, Bish, Nepali topi, Dhaka topi that is. As we look at the wicket, how Jora went for that hook shot again, but just not timing it well enough. Cleanly taken. Yeah, so a right time, a moment of pause, and I would like to present you with this Nepali Dhaka topi. I hope it fits you. So yeah, please, thank you.
It's the biggest one I've come across for my big head as well, but I'll wear it with pride. Thank you very much. To Ramon Simmons, weak hand. His countryman from Barbados, Jediah Blades, can scarcely believe that he didn't stop it.
Lokesh this time used the pace, created behind point, a diving effort, just evading the third man fielder. What's needed boundary? Lokesh gets off the mark.
Sharad, it doesn't quite, I don't quite make it look as good as you guys make it. It's an extra large on my big head, but thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It looks pretty good. I guess I just want to just put it in there a bit. Yeah, that's the way. Perfect.
Okay. My wife and daughters will be loving this. Thank you very much. Typical of the kindness and gratitude of the Nepalese people. Appreciate it very much.
So Lokesh and Sompal. Lokesh does back a punch. He has good strike rate. Sompal can also bat a bit. Need some good finishing here in these last 2 overs.
Over.
114 for 7. So there's a deep point, a deep third, to give Simmons the option of going wide if he wants to. Very fortunate there. Oh no, Jason Holder. Good backing up though by Navin Bidesi, but very unlike Jason Holder, who's usually a safe pair of hands.
Yeah, it's gonna add up to the total. Not gonna be a high scoring affair, this one. Don't expect that from the senior most guy in the team. Maybe a lot of dew on the ground. We'll have to check. Just went through.
Yes, you could see Ramon Simmons after the ball was returned to him by Badesi, which was a good stop. Asked Jason Holder for the rag to dry the ball. The humidity is palpable as well, so there's a lot of perspiration. So he's looking to go for those Yorkers. He bowled the Yorker very consistently and very well over the last 4 or 5 weeks in the Caribbean at different phases of the game. He hasn't quite nailed it here. And I think even if he's going to go for that off-stump Yorker, he can go a little bit wider at times, especially with mid-off up. He can't be too straight if he misses. That's where I thought he would look to go to bring the deep point and the deep third into play.
I think today West Indies have been spot on using the conditions perfectly. They're mixing it up, the lengths have been little back, and you could see the tennis ball kind of bounce maybe with the moisture in the pitch. And it's worked well. They have got a few wickets around the third man, some catches. And Nepal has not been able to handle it too well.
Goes straight, it's a full toss, it's an attempted Yorker, the finger goes up. And another one goes down. And Ramon Simmons says it's a good comeback for him today. Belatedly into the attack, 3 for 15 as it stands now.
Brilliant. Went for the Yorker, was a waist high, just below the waist, struck Sompal right in front of the stumps. No doubt. Finger was raised by umpire Buddhi Pradhan, and Sompal has to go back as the 8th wicket. Nepal 118 for 8.
हरेक उत्सवलाई महोत्सव बनाउँदै लभी हस्पिटालिटी ग्रुप.
Karen Casey, Mr. Valentine in at 10. Another one. 4 wickets now for Ramon Simmons. A good comeback into the team tonight. And he's been in much better form, direction and control.
Back-to-back wickets. Bowled a length ball. On that back of length area. Casey's just trying to guide it towards the third man. Under-edging it to the stumps. Nepal not closing this innings too well. He has to go for a first ball duck. Nepal 118 for 9.
हरेक उत्सवलाई महोत्सव बनाउँदै लभी हस्पिटालिटी ग्रुप.
Acha.
Best figures in T20s for Ramon Simmons, a 4 for 15. Shahab on strike. Good Yorker, very good Yorker to close things out for Simmons. It remains 4 for 15 from 3, 118 for 9.
Indulge this festive season with Sunfeast Dark Fantasy. Grab it before it's gone.
Introducing Devil's Hot Chicken Noodles. Nepal's hottest bite. It's devilicious.
Jared, it is a real grassroots and age group procedure that produces so many in the world.
Absolutely. Under 19s have been the base for most of the international players in world cricket. And it was good to see Raymond bowling so well in this innings. He has been played in the Premier League previously and knowing the Nepali batters. And he was brilliant today.
Interesting as well that Jason Holder hasn't bowled out. 3 overs, 1 for 19. They're giving Jediah Blades, who's been selected for the test team, a chance to close it out. That's a good strike. That takes them past that 120 sort of marker. So we don't know whether it could be sort of a match-winning total, but it's something to work with now with 4 deliveries to go and 122 on the board.
He's pulling that, waiting for that one, probably rolling the fingers over Blades. Put the length back for the short one. But nicely struck in between the two fielders.
Blades has trusted that ball into the surface. Now he's got a deep wide third and I think a deep backward point in case he wants to go wide above stump. Where he goes now, even with a little pace off. And I don't think it's a bad idea to go for that wide line, even though he likes to mix up the length and pace.
That's the way it has been in this innings. A lot of change of pace. The ball's been sticking in the wicket. It's not as flat as the last game. So batters have to really work hard for their runs. It's not an easy wicket.
He goes wide again. That's it. I think he was a little over experimental, I suppose, with the short ball into the surface, second ball. Would the Nepalese batters find a surface like this that has bounced as it has and gripped as it has kind of anti the way they play, or are they accustomed to this sort of extra bounce, tennis ball bounce?
Well, we get this kind of wickets in the winter seasons. That's maybe after November or December, but not at this moment in this season because it's kind of flat in the early part of the year. But as the winter comes in, the moisture is more underneath the covers and they do stick a bit in this fashion.
It is a chance to finish the innings. Changu is under it. He calls for it and he takes it. So it is a good bowling effort by the West Indies compared to what transpired yesterday in Game 2. Bangladesh all out for 122 on a challenging surface. Simmons and Blades, though, very, very good. 2 young bowlers.
It was so pleasing to see.
So West Indies completing the innings, bowling out Nepal in less than 20 overs. Their turn to bat will come Will they win? We'll be back with you when the West Indies innings start. Thank you for joining us.